Chapter 182 Boundless Ocean. Sun Wen was in a better state. When he was tired, he could return to rest and eat, but Fanu couldn't. To ensure Huo Yuao's absolute safety, he remained at his side at all times. He even slept and ate there. Only occasionally did he allow Hikato and the rest of Shrek's students to help him keep watch so that he could settle some personal stuff. Since he was born in the Shrek Academy, Fanu was even more aware of what deep meditation meant. That was why he wasn't anxious from the start. The circulation of blood and bodily functions would decrease significantly as a soul master entered deep meditation. It was even possible for the meditation to last for a month. Such situations had occurred in Shrek academies in a courtyard. The longer the period of deep meditation, the more beneficial it was to a soul master. However, Fanu was a little unsettled when 1 month passed, but Huo Yuao was still in his deep meditation. The injury to Huo Yuao's right arm had already recovered. When a layer of thin ice fell off from it, all his wounds had healed, and no scars remained. However, Huo Yuao's body became a little cold and stiff as time passed. His soul power circulation, breathing and heartbeat became almost undetectable. Has he lost control? Fanu was worried. Because of this matter, he quickly wrote a letter and instructed Yu Xiaoshang to rush back to Shrek Academy using a flame-type soul tool to pass this letter to Elder Sun. In his letter, he detailed the entire process of how Huo Yuao had entered this state. After that, Elder Sun came. However, he didn't alarm the Sun Moon Imperial Soul Engineering Academy. He silently snuck in the middle of the night. It was easy for him to escape detection since he was a rank 98 ultimate Douluo. After inspecting Huo Yuao's body, Elder Sun was surprised as he told Fanu, "He's fine, but the level of his deep meditation is very high. I'm afraid he'll need more time before it ends." Elder Sun had seen something similar with Elder Mu before. He instructed Fanu to watch Huo Yuao carefully. This deep meditation was bound to be beneficial to Huo Yuao's future progress. To avoid attracting unnecessary trouble, Elder Sun quickly returned to Shrek Academy after inspecting Huo Yuao. Fanu continued to wait for 6 months. Darkness. Everything was covered in darkness. A spot of golden light suddenly appeared amidst the darkness, bringing a precious glow into the dark. The golden light spread, and the entire world seemed to light up. The golden light slowly formed the shape of a ball. It was a golden sun, but it was only left with its last remaining twilight. After the brightest light shone, the golden glow started to diminish greatly. However, the entire world seemed to have been lit up by its golden light, and started to coruscate with the bright light. It was a sea. It was extremely vast. The color of the seawater was a dim gold. The gentle light moved with a rhythm that complemented the ripples on the water's surface, which sparkled. The sun suddenly blew apart and changed into a ball of fireworks that erupted in the sky. However, the sky didn't become dimmer because of this. A huge golden vertical eye replaced it and watched over the sea in place of it. A sovereign-like aura instantly calmed the entire sea. Someone slowly drifted up from the calm water surface. It was a naked youth. His skin was completely golden. When he appeared, the vertical eye in the sky shone with a streak of golden light. This golden light lifted his body gently from the water surface. This person slowly stood up straight as he was covered in the light emitted from the vertical eye. He slowly opened his eyes. When he opened his eyes, the boundless golden ocean started to dim, whereas the brightest light in the world shone right in front of him. Where is this? He exclaimed in puzzlement. This is your spiritual sea. Another figure appeared. He appeared out of nowhere in front of this youth. He was Electrolux. And this youth who was shining with golden light was naturally Huo Yuao. Huo Yuao was still in a trance. Spiritual sea. My spiritual sea? This is a real sea. His memories were restored quickly, but he couldn't help but exclaim again. Initially, his spiritual sea was only like a small pond. This small pond had, over time, grown to a size of a lake. At this point, his spiritual sea truly resembled a sea. Electrolux smiled as he said, "You should thank the big worm. When your level increased, he provided you with sufficient, pure spiritual power that allowed your spiritual power to transform smoothly." Brother Skydream? Where's Brother Skydream? The Skydream Iceworm's lazy voice sounded. Ugh. I used to be the one who was very comfortable in my sleep, but I've been watching you sleep comfortably this time while I couldn't sleep. A huge figure that was almost 100 meters in length surfaced from the seawater. His polished body squirmed a little before he drifted into the air. He was like a small mountain. However, there were still 7 golden rings of light on his body. Brother Skydream. Huo Yuao was surprised. His mind fluttered a little before he appeared in front of the Skydream Iceworm. Skydream squirmed a little and said, "Don't fawn over me. I'll be embarrassed." An indignant voice sounded after that. "Bullshit. You're so thick-skinned. How can you possibly be embarrassed?" Another huge figure surfaced from the seawater, diamond ice crystals and an azure green tail. It was the Ice Empress. At this point, the Ice Empress body length had also increased to 30 meters. Her huge pincers were on display, and she had a majestic aura. However, her appearance didn't cause a huge uproar in Huo Yuao's spiritual sea. Huo Yuao was surprised as he asked, "Ice Empress, Brother Skydream, why have your bodies gotten so big?" The Skydream Iceworm chortled and said, "That's because your spiritual sea has transformed. That's why the strength we can unleash here has also increased." Huo Yuao wore a bitter smile on his face as he looked at the Ice Empress, Skydream Iceworm, and Electrolux. He said, "Guys, you must tell me what happened. I'm confused. I only remember myself entering deep meditation after I sparred with Ji Juiken. After that, I seem to have been thinking before I entered a state of darkness. It persisted until I awoke." The Skydream Iceworm said, "Let Elder Yi tell you. After all, he used to be human. His words will be clearer to you." Electrolux said, "Accurately speaking, your spiritual power underwent a transformation. No one could have helped you with that. You could only count on yourself. Furthermore, one's cultivation of his spirit and spiritual power is a unique experience. It's never the same for everyone. That's why I can only tell you what transformations you experience. As you can see, your spiritual sea has expanded into the size of an ocean. For such an extent of spiritual power, I call it Boundless Ocean. From the start, your spiritual power has reached a level that makes it recyclable and therefore ceaseless. Although you aren't at a very high level yet, you'll likely experience further progress. I think it's possible to say that you have reached an important step in your spiritual cultivation. I didn't really concur with the opinions of the Worm, Scorpion and Snow Lady in the past, although I believed that you'll have many opportunities under my guidance. It's still a little late when you started embarking on the right path of cultivation. I started to cultivate necromancy when I was 5 years old and built a solid foundation for myself. But after this experience, I can say that becoming a god isn't a dream with this boundless spiritual foundation. After all, your main martial soul is spiritual type. All your spiritual type soul skills will enhance greatly due to the transformation of your spiritual sea. Look at the sky." As he said, Electrolux pointed his finger at the huge vertical eye. Huo Yuao was moved. He was stunned to realize that he seemed to be looking at himself when he peered at the vertical eye. After your spiritual sea transformed, your spirit has also achieved progress. The second mental sea of the Eye of Destiny has completed its connection with your first mental sea. This also means that you can directly tap on your spiritual sea to support the use of your Eye of Destiny in the future. You can even use the Light of Destiny more often. I estimate that it's increased to around 3 times a day, whereas the restorative abilities of your spiritual power will be 5 times stronger now. In this way, you can use your spiritual type soul skills more freely now. Huo Yuao was overwhelmed by delight. Although he knew that he would achieve significant enhancement after his deep meditation, he didn't expect it to be so drastic. It's even a little unbelievable. Although the increase was only in the spiritual aspect and had nothing to do with his soul power, he slowly started to realize as he cultivated his spiritual power that his spiritual and soul powers were just forces presented in different ways. It's just like when he used the spirit eyes. If he unleashed more of his spiritual power, he could conserve his soul power. Right now, he felt that he could primarily use his spiritual power to unleash his spiritual type soul skills with his soul power as a guide. Huo Yuao looked at Skydream Iceworm with a passionate gaze. "Brother Skydream, thanks." The Skydream Iceworm's chubby body twisted a little and he said, "Don't thank me. We're benefiting from each other. I should even be thanking you. You've also given me, the Ice Empress and the Snow Lady hope. escape. The Snow Lady is in a sealed state. To prevent her sealed origin power from leaking, she can't come out to meet you, but she conveyed her thoughts. She's excited at your progress. She also hopes that you'll soon be capable enough to accept her strength. When that happens, you'll be truly strong. Who are you? Chortled and said, Brother Skydream, have I absorbed 3 of your sealed spiritual powers? Skydream Icewem replied, yes. Initially, I thought that one of them will be enough, but I didn't expect your increase to be so significant. You depleted 2 of them before you achieved some form of stability. It's no longer up to me whether you can unseal the spiritual powers in the future. You can also decide yourself. As your abilities increase, your control of your spiritual sea will also increase. This increase is also very beneficial for your body, but I have to say that the increase is most significant at the start. You'll realize that it won't be so drastic in the future. However, you'll need some time to adapt and consolidate when you leave. Fortunately, you have the life gold. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. Trouble? What trouble? Huo Yuao was puzzled as he asked. The Ice Empress said, as your spiritual sea improves and your cultivation level increases, your soul power will also be enhanced. However, your second martial soul is my ultimate ice. It increases at a different speed from the spirit eyes, which will cause some burden on your body. Your soul power will become slightly unstable because of that. You'll need to cultivate patiently for a period of time after you leave, so that you can consolidate your abilities. But I also have good news for you. The problem that you envisioned earlier has also been resolved. We can start when you need it. Huo Yuao chortled and said, that's great. Thanks, Ice Empress. Electrolux said, all right, it's time for you to leave. You've been meditating for too long. They're right. Once you leave, you'll need some time to adapt and readjust. No matter what your body condition is, you can't be too impatient. With the immense life power from the life gold, a slow recovery is your best choice. Huo Yuan nodded his head. He lifted his hand to scratch his head and asked, but how do I leave this enhanced spiritual sea? Electrolux snapped. This is your spiritual world. You can control everything easily. Oh, that's simple. Huo Yuan was a little embarrassed as he laughed. After waving to Electrolux, the Ice Empress and Skydream Iceworm, he reopened his eyes. It was time to wake up. Fanu sat cross-legged opposite Huo Yuan. He was getting used to waiting after half a year. Every day, he stayed with Huo Yuan to meditate. At times, Hikato would replace him. Besides Hikato, he wasn't assured of anyone else. Oh. Fanyu's gaze flashed as he watched Huo Yuao. He seemed to have moved. Am I seeing things? Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Also leave a comment down below with suggestions on what novels to read.